Good afternoon, everyone. So, if I ask you, what if the job that you did was not just a job, but a desire of fulfillment? The day to day work that you do is not just a mere job that you go for, but something you love to do, you love to achieve. Well, today, our topic is about the art of alignment of passion, purpose, and profession. To start with, let me tell you that my background as a mechanical engineer gave me the base. And on top of that, the skills that marine technology taught me was another advantage to the base, which added on to my skills. The challenges at sea, and above all, the engineering skills. From where I navigated forward and took up the field of merchant navy. Today I am here standing as a merchant navy officer to bring you some real life examples that I faced on board ship and to show you the connection between the alignment of passion, purpose, and profession. Well, once it happened that when on board ship, we were exiting the Suez Canal and we were a few nautical miles away at Red Sea. So at this point of time, we were being chased by two pirate boats. What we can do in such a situation? Well, let me tell you that on merchant vessels, there are no firepowers. The only thing that we have, the basic defense mechanisms, that are the electric fencing that is all around the railing of the ship, and also the fire hoses which we rig up and we put out a jet of high pressure water cannon from there to keep the pirates off from boarding the ship. So these are the basic things to deter them. Apart from that, in such a scenario, we can try our best to increase the ship speed to the maximum, and we did that. We increased the ship speed to maximum nautical miles per hour. And this chase continued for 2 hours. In the meantime, we also informed via our VHF radio to the nearest air support system. So, luckily, the nearest Egyptian Air Force came to our rescue as well. And after these 2 hours of chasing and the zigzag crossing, we managed to escape. At the same time, these pirate boats also ran out of fuel. So, we were lucky enough that we got ourselves saved. So, what does this show us? With proper strategic planning and execution, we aligned ourselves in a way to rescue the ship and the full staff of the ship that day. Another live example that I can put you on here is one night I was at watch, that is on my duty in the engine room. And I had only one of my assistants with me who was down in the bottom floor of the ship and he was taking the general engine room rounds. What happened after that is suddenly at 1 o'clock in the night, I received a fire alarm which hinted into the main switchboard room. So there was a fire in the main switchboard room. I had to take a prompt action. What I did was immediately raise the general alarm. So all the ship staff got alerted and made an announcement in the basic BS system that the ship staff should muster in the muster station. So we all gathered as a team, and since every weekend in sailing, we practice these drills, creating or mimicking a real life scenario. So more or less, we were accustomed to deal with such a situation. So similarly, that day, these full ship strength was divided into two teams. One is the main firefighting team, another was the backup team. Now, we immediately got the main firefighting team rigged up with a full fire gear And since it was a electrical fire, so we had to only use the CO2 cylinders, which they carried forward, and the fire got extinguished. Well, it was not a very big fire, but it could have resulted in a big fire if prompt action had not been taken. So I dedicate this full thing as a teamwork and strategic planning beforehand, which got us saved that day. On board ship, there goes a saying that your ship is your best lifeboat. So, although there are lifeboats on board ship, but a lifeboat is nothing but not even 1/100th the size of the ship. So, it's always suggestible that you protect your ship first, and then it's the best option that you have. And we can only use the lifeboat in the dire or emergency situation. So, these practical experiences taught me courage, gave me resilience, discipline, and to command teams at sea. So, it was a childhood dream beforehand, before joining the Merchant Navy, which resulted in a reality and later shaped me into a capable officer. Hadn't these things taken place, my life would have taken turn in a different field. And it's not necessary that every one of you sitting here needs to be in at sea to experience such things. I'm sure in your life you all are facing some kind of challenges, and you must have the passion and get the proper skill set to take your passion ahead and result into a profession which you want. So, last of all, I must ask you, where are these three circles misaligned? Are you having the passion but not the right skill set? Or are you having the correct skill set but you don't have the passion for doing so? If any of these are missing, you must train yourself in such a way that both the circles are aligned together and you get to go in a profession you desire, you love for, you wish to long to be there. So, I would conclude today with the three P's, that is, passion, purpose, and profession. So, you need to ask yourself the three questions. First, what is your vast ocean? That becomes your passion. What would you like to do in life? Now, the second P, that is the purpose, which is you need to sharpen your vessel, which becomes a purpose in your life. And lastly, you have to find your true north, which is nothing but your profession. All these P's, if aligned in one line, you have the perfect current to get you flowing. Thank you.